Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is Chris in the CR2 Motorsports garage. Actually, guess what? We're sitting in the garage for the CR2 Motorsports. It's a one-car garage. Everything I've been wanting to do, have been doing, talked about doing, has been done in my little one-car garage. And yeah, I was talking about B.U.B.B, my Skylark. Well, the frame I've been doing is still sitting in here and needs flipped over. In a couple weeks, we'll be doing that. I got suspension parts I got to finish to get it attached, and then we're going to flip it over and make it a roller hopefully in a couple weeks. So I told you I'd give you a little intro to my little setup and what we got going on. So this is the garage. As you can see, there's the frame. Nothing too crazy. Yes, it's cluttered. Yes, it needs help, but it is done. This is a rattle can paint job frame for a GM A body. We're going to reuse the old springs. They're in pretty good shape. Over here and over here for the rear. I have energy suspension bushings waiting to go in. Like I told you about, the box control arms are right there. So basically, this is what I do. And it's wire wheel, rattle can, redone, paintbrush, whatever I could to get in, to get everything done. And it could, of course, energy suspension front bushings. And my favorite, get a see into that, Pro Forge. A lot of my front suspension is ball joints and stuff is Pro Forge. And like I said, at the front, with the front lower control arms and front upper control arms, those are the Dell aluminum bushings that will be going into them. And as you can tell, these are done and ready to go with the Pro Forge ball joints. This frame is going to be going under B.U.B.B. Yeah, excuse the clutter. It's what it is. And there's B.U.B.B. Butt ugly, brown Buick. 1971 Buick Skylark. 8.5-inch rear end, open gear in the back, all highway gears, nothing fancy. But it's pretty good. It looks rough, but it's in person, it's not that bad. Interior's halfway decent. Does have a little bit of built-in air conditioning, but for the price I paid for it, I think I did pretty good. Yep, pretty nice ride. It needs some help, but unfortunately the gentleman who had this before me, due to health reasons, had to relinquish the car to get it out, and that is what we got going here. That is a halfway decent working car. Yeah, there you go. Under the hood, that's the fun part. This car came as a 6-banger from the factory, and we now have a 1973 Buick 455 sitting there under all that dust and crust. I haven't started it since it's been in my possession, but as one of the things we will be doing is trying to get this started and running before I pull the body off the frame and get it in there. And if you look real close, yes folks, a Chevrolet orange. But yeah, it's a 73 455. Aftermarket Q-Jet sitting on top, exhaust manifolds, and then it has a wonderful dual exhaust on it with glass packs, 4-wheel manual drum. It's incredible. So this is B.U.B.B. I just thought I'd give you a short intro to it, what we're doing. And the thing is we're actually trying to get this turned into a street legal stock car from Stock Car Tributes. Interior's not too bad. I'm trying to keep this short and sweet so you guys don't get too drawn away on it. But got the spoiler on the back that came with the car. Interior's not that bad. It's pretty solid, pretty clean. The back seat's already out of it. It had a lot of moisture in here because the seat was holding water. It's actually pretty dry in here now. As you can see, you might see a couple bit of ventilation in here, but not too much. So I'm happy with what we're got. It's a project. As soon as that frame get some done in there. We're going to be putting it under this because the frame on this one's rusty and rusted, and I'm hoping we can do a lot more with it. But here's the rear end I got going in it. It's an 8.5. It's an open rear end. I believe it's like a 256, something like that, 273. And we're gonna leave it in there just for highway gears, but I did, you know, rattle canned it, cleaned it up, fixed it up. So the brakes on are actually exceptionally good shape, so I think we're going to keep the brakes. And again, down here we're going to put energy suspension bushings in there. But I had to get it up, get it cleaned up, get it out of the oven, get it to keep it from rusting. So here you have it, B.U.B.B, butt ugly brown Buick. And like I said, it's going to stay like this. We'll probably end up driving it looking just like this, and maybe start doing a little bit of work right here on the quarters down here, and both sides need some help. We might do that, a little glassing here and there. And deep down inside the garage, if you look way back there, you'll see another set of fenders, a new deck lid, another hood. And I think with those fenders there, we can go ahead and take care of some of the rust issues in the fenders. So I'm glad you guys got time to stop in and check it out. Here's the frame once more. It's dusty, but it ain't crusty and rusty no more. So appreciate you stopping in and checking out my little short video here. Again, I'm Chris, CR2 Motorsports Garage. Thanks for stopping in. We'll get to this, and the more I get more done on this, the more I want to show. And appreciate it. So yeah, like with me, it's sitting here. If you got it, you got to build it. Thanks, guys.